Welcome to my back garden. First thing I'm going to look at today is the Camo Light cook station bag, and in comes Iris in the shop. And next we're going to look at the cook station. Just the first impressions really, and we're going to do a little bit of cooking. The weather's quite nice, so we're going to have a barbecue, but I'll do a few burgers on there just to see get a feel for it. So first things first, what have we got? Let's construct it. So first we have the base, and essentially how you do this then is just pull the legs out, like so.
A little barbecue. You're doing a little barbecue.
And then the next thing we could put on is the gas canister. So that just kind of screws onto the bottom. So any normal gas canister should do it. There's kind of like a drip tray, and that just sits on there as well. And this will kind of, like it says, collect any drips, make it much easier for cleaning just from the get-go. So next we've got like a pan stand. You can have it in two ways. Forks up like so, bless you, or down like so. And for this, this is where you could use the wok. You could put a kettle on there, any other pan, just a generic pan stand. Then we've got the griddle pan. And there's like 3 little notches, so it stops it from spinning. And the next one we've got is the barbecue pan, which is what we'll be using today. And then this is it's a wok. It's a big pan. We can use it as a pan. So then they just lift on and off as you would imagine. So if we had the pan stand, and then that would just sit on there, and you could use it for whatever you needed. Or if you wanted to oven bake something, you could put whichever one you wanted. Probably just the normal like frying pan. Put the top on, and then you've got an oven. So you can use it in so many configurations. You can fry eggs, obviously barbecue, kettle, wok, and then you can toast bread on top of it as well if you needed to.
Toast poop.
No poops in this one. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the barbecue one. Simply twist the gas and ignite it as you normally would. Wow, that's super hot coming out of there. As you can hear that could probably wax through loads of gas. So we're going to turn that down a little bit. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Move. So all we're going to be cooking is some smashed burgers. And the reason for plastic utensils is to protect the non-stick coating on there. And Jasper obviously can't stay away from burgers. So that's now been on for a few minutes, nice and hot. Oh, listen to the sizzles. Okay. So now they're cooking, and then after, once everything's done, we'll have a look, see how easy it is to actually clean this. And I'm going to put the lid back on so that it also acts as an oven. Overall, very impressed, but now this is cooked, time to cook everything else and then have a little lunchtime family barbecue. A little barbecue time. Well, it's been sat now for about 3 hours, so I'm going to just switch it back on and heat it up a little bit while I just talk you through what I'm going to do. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see all the fats congealed and whatnot. So I'm just going to heat it up, almost to replicate finishing cooking on the bank and just going straight in. And I've got stuff that you would traditionally have on the bank, so some baby wipes, maybe some kitchen roll if you're close to a van or you enjoy cooking, you're probably going to have that on. And then just there I've got some warm supply water and a sponge. That's just for what you would do back home, but we're going to see what it's like on the bank first. So this would just be typically used to get rid of all the remaining fat. I can smell the smell of the food coming off it again. But all in all, first use, quite impressed. It's going to make cooking on the bank probably much more convenient and efficient. It's at a good height to work with as well. It's not well, it is on the 3 legs, but it's not so small that it might fall over. So yeah, it's all in all quite good. So start by cleaning out the wok. Yeah, as you'd think, the non-stick pretty good. Just wiping it straight off. So I have got a friend who's got one of these. They said they've not cleaned theirs yet, so I imagine it's just a little wipe like that, and that's pretty much good to go again. We'll finish that one with just a wipe. Yeah, so that would definitely be alright. And you can probably see from there that this is quite baked on now. It's going to be quite hot. Oh, actually this is just coming straight off. So imagine if you... Oh wow. That non-stick really is non-stick, especially if you just heat it back up like I've done there. As you can see, it's just wiping clean straight off. No need for anything else really. Again, for this you might favour some kitchen roll or you might not. I'm almost tempted to buy like a little oven glove to use while I'm doing stuff like this with it. I'm going to put that there, though that's a little bit dirty. But just while this is a bit warm now, so I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to get all the fat out of it. Because this is probably the bit that you ideally you want to try and keep as clean as possible, because out on the bank that might not be very pleasant to deal with all the time. But then you'd cater your cooking, so you wouldn't be cooking stuff that's very, very greasy and oily if you didn't really want to be cleaning this. Or instead of using the grill part, you can use the frying pan. It should collect all the oil, or at least contain it a little bit easier for you. So then there's one less thing to clean, should we say. Yeah, so that's not even with wipe, that's purely just kitchen roll. Yeah, good to go that. Give this a little bit of a wipe, but because of those attachments, this should very, very rarely need cleaning. As you can see, quite good. Just make sure it's all... Yeah, so it's working fine. Well, that's kind of it. All I'm going to do now is just carry on cleaning it and put it through some actually warm soapy water, give it a proper clean, because I'm at home. As you would when you got back, you'd take all your stuff out, you clean it. What can I say though? The cook station from Fox, thumbs up from me. I think I'm going to use it for way more than just fishing. It's probably going to be used for camping. All these little bits of outdoorsy stuff, we can just use it, take it with us in its carry case. It's all perfect. Yeah. If you need one, head on over. They're online. The stock's quite variable or in demand, so you might have to shop around. But yeah, absolutely great bit of kit, and I recommend it if you are a person that enjoys cooking on the bank and want something a little bit more efficient and more convenient to cook with. Cheers for watching, guys. Give me a little thumbs up and a comment. Let me know what you thought, and if you like the idea of getting one yourself, then go ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one.